Nyctography, Episode 16, The Firestick Heist, the real story of the GTA 6 hacker. By September of 2022, Rockstar Games had built one of the most tightly controlled secrecy operations in the entertainment industry. Grand Theft Auto 6 hadn't even been officially confirmed to exist yet. Then, on September 18th, a user posted 90 separate video clips to a fan forum called GTA Forums. Early development footage, debug tools, gameplay systems, and the first real look anyone outside Rockstar had ever gotten at the game's two protagonists. Rockstar confirmed the very next day that the footage was real. It remains to this day the only GTA 6 leak that carries an official confirmation stamp from Rockstar itself. Everything since, every blurry clip, every anonymous insider account, sits somewhere below that single verified benchmark. Here's the part almost nobody remembers because the leak itself got so much more attention than the person behind it. The hacker responsible wasn't a disgruntled employee or a professional corporate spy. He was an 18-year-old from Oxford, England, named Ariane Curtage. And at the exact moment he broke into Rockstar's internal systems, he was under active police protection, out on bail, in a Travelodge hotel room, for a completely different hack he'd already committed weeks earlier. Curtage was part of Lapsus, an international hacking group responsible for breaches at Nvidia, Microsoft, Samsung, Uber, and Okta. Companies with security budgets in the hundreds of millions of dollars. And according to court testimony, Curtage carried out the Rockstar hack using almost nothing: the television in his hotel room, a mobile phone, and an Amazon Firestick. Investigators later said the total cost of the equipment involved was a small fraction of what any of his corporate targets had spent trying to keep people like him out. The damage was real and substantial. Rockstar has stated the breach cost the company roughly $5 million and thousands of staff hours. Beyond the 90 leaked clips, the hacker also released the source code for GTA 5. For a company that had spent years successfully keeping GTA 6 completely under wraps, it was, by any measure, a catastrophic security failure, accomplished by a teenager with consumer electronics, from a hotel room he wasn't supposed to be causing trouble from in the first place. What happened in court afterward is almost as unusual as the hack itself. A British jury found that Curtage had committed the hacking, fraud, and extortion offenses connected to Lapsus's attacks. But Curtage himself was never formally convicted in the traditional sense. Doctors determined he had what court records describe as acute autism and ruled him unfit to stand trial in the ordinary way. Under UK law, that meant the jury could determine whether he'd committed the acts, without the case functioning as a standard criminal conviction. The sentencing that followed was unusual too. In December 2023, a judge ordered Curtage held indefinitely in a secure hospital. Not a fixed prison term, but a sentence that could, in theory, last the rest of his life, with release only possible if medical professionals eventually determined he no longer posed a public risk. The court's concern wasn't just what he'd already done. A psychiatric assessment reportedly found Curtage remained highly motivated and explicitly expressed intent to return to cybercrime as soon as he possibly could. That's not where the story ends either. In the months since, Curtage was reportedly caught with a smuggled phone while in custody, using it to discuss his hospital stay on social media, and in a genuinely strange twist of timing, he was moved out of the secure hospital and into a standard prison this year. Ahead of a retrial scheduled for November 2026, the same month, almost to the day that Grand Theft Auto 6 is actually set to be released to the public, more than 4 years after his leak first showed the world a glimpse of it. So here's where this leaves us. A single teenager using consumer-grade electronics from a hotel room managed to do what none of Rockstar's competitors, hackers, or corporate rivals had ever managed: force one of gaming's most secretive companies into revealing its biggest project years ahead of schedule. He's spent the years since moving between a secure hospital and a standard prison, awaiting a legal resolution that, as of this recording, still hasn't come. set to finally play out in court in the very same month the game he leaked finally reaches the public he first showed it to, illegally, 4 years early. Whatever the retrial decides, one part of this story is already settled. The biggest leak in gaming history didn't come from corporate espionage or a rival studio or a disgruntled insider. It came from a hotel room, a Firestick, and a kid the system still doesn't quite know what to do with. Next time, another file, another name worth remembering.